Baseball fans, welcome to Monday Night Baseball. Dr. Dynastic here for the play-by-play as we bring you that 90s show, two 1990 powerhouses, the 1990 Pittsburgh Pirates and the 1994 Montreal Expos. And let's take a look at your starting lineups here tonight. And we'll start defensively with the visiting Expos, who, yes, I apologize in advance if you are a Canadian. Let me just say I'm sorry that we don't, for whatever reason, have the Expos logo on the hats. Can't do anything about that. But what I can tell you is that we are at Olympic Stadium, and my goodness, what a concrete mecca for baseball this place is. You talk about some fantastic teams rolling through back in the 1990s. Doesn't get any better than these 1994 Montreal Expos. Good to see everybody here. Welcome in. It looks like everybody's rolling in. Great to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us. I don't say this enough, but the broadcast is always better with the banter, okay? And if you do have some comments, if you have some some insights about certain players, I try to work that into the broadcast as much as possible. We don't try to, I'm not Deadpool. I don't break down any walls and do that, but I do try to bring in any nuggets that you may bring in the broadcast. Some of those are in my notes. Some of those are in my notes, like right here, right? My Pittsburgh Pirates notes. But some of them I may not know, but either way, we'll probably weave those into the broadcast. So let us going. Do they have to be constructive comments? They can be destructive comments. I'm looking more for input and notes about players. That's what I love. Any anecdotes that you may have about the Pirates, about the Expos, about the strike, about Barry. Maybe withhold that. Barry Bonds already were skating on thin ice. Let's introduce our starting lineups. Defensively, it will be Moise Alou, Marquise Grissom, and Larry Walker, the outfield tonight for the Montreal Expos, who had just 40 losses in 114 games in the 1994 season. They were primed and ready to play in a first-ever World Series. The strike cut those dreams short. Defensively, on the infield, here at Olympic Stadium for the Expos, Barry, Cordero, Lansing, and a young Cliff Floyd over at first. Behind the dish, Darren Fletcher, and on the hill, the right-hander, Pedro Martinez. Pedro, who spent much of the early part of his major league career pitching in Los Angeles in the shadow of his big brother, Ramon Hernandez. But Ramon would tell anybody who would listen that the better pitcher is my younger brother, and my goodness, are we getting a taste of that here in the 1994 season. Pedro's first season as a starting pitcher. No manager ever really saw Pedro as a starting pitcher, believe it or not. They thought he was too thin. They thought he was too small. They thought he didn't have the durability to be a starting pitcher. My goodness. What a season in 1994 for Pedro. And boy, those haters were certainly a little bit off the mark with Pedro Martinez, who struck out 142 batters in 144 and 2/3 innings pitched, 11 wins, 5 losses, and a 3.42 ERA. Offensively for the National League East champion Pittsburgh Pirates, Wally Backman, the former longtime New York Met, will lead off. He'll be at third base. Jay Bell, the shortstop, batting second. Andy Van Slyke will hit in the 3 spot. Bobby Bonilla, the switch hitter, will bat fourth. Barry Bonds batting fifth. Of course, we'll be talking about that decision by Jim Leyland, batting Barry Bonds in the 5 spot. Sid Bream, the journeyman first baseman, batting sixth, followed by Mike LaValliere batting seventh. Jose Lean batting eighth. And Doug Drabeck, the pitcher, will bat ninth. And with that, let's get going to our first pitch here. And a whole lot of blue in those stands as they want to see the Expos right the wrongs of 1994 and get some sort of championship of note. Swing and a miss for strike 3. as Backman goes down on strikes, and that is how this game will start. So 1 up and 1 down as Wally Backman goes down swinging. And now it's Jay Bell at the plate. Jay Bell, former top 10 overall pick out of the 1984 draft, number 8 overall by the Minnesota Twins. Jay Bell at the plate from Pensacola, Florida. 2-2 pitch, and Pedro has another strikeout. So 2 up and 2 down. Pedro has 2 Ks, and here comes Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke can really run around the base paths, leading the National League with 199 hits and 45 doubles. If we fast forward to 1992, that would be the numbers that Andy Van Slyke would have at 92. This year, a very respectable 284 average, 17 home runs for Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke on the 0-1 offering, shoots this into the gap, right center field, and it's off the Detroit Tigers side in right center. That'll be a sliding 2-out double for Andy Van Slyke. Boy, let's take another look at this replay, and Who Trying a Ball is enjoying that signage out in right center as his Detroit Tiger logo gets pegged with a double. I hadn't heard if anybody was a Tiger fan. I understand we don't have enough people who like the Tigers in the out-of-the-park baseball universe. Van Slyke on second, and Bobby Bonilla at the plate. Bonilla, undrafted in 1981, discovered by the great Sid Thrift at a baseball camp in Europe. And that's how Bobby Bonilla wound up eventually becoming a major leaguer. First pitch, ground ball, second base, easy play. As Lansing throws to first, the side is retired. So Van Slyke, 2-out double, all for naught as we head to the bottom of 1 in Montreal. More on that coming up, Eleanor. We're actually doing this very accurately, believe it or not. All right, in between innings, guys, let's address the chat. Let's address the chat. A good Pirates team, Mortal. Yes, absolutely. Who knew that the Pittsburgh Pirates could be good? Guys, 3 straight years that these Pirates went to the NLCS. They would lose to the Cincinnati Reds. In that 90 NLCS, of course, the Reds would go on to win the World Series in convincing fashion against the Oakland A's. It pains me to even say that. And then the following 2 years, who did they lose to, the Pirates? They lost to the Atlanta Braves in the NLCS. So Pittsburgh Pirates, despite Barry Bonds, despite Bobby Bonilla, despite Andy Van Slyke and a host of others, came up short when it mattered most in the postseason. Commando, I wonder if you practiced doing play-by-play or did it for real, or how did you get so good? Thank you so much. So I do play-by-play Monday through Friday on Out of the Park Developments channel and my own channel. And then before that, yes, had the honor of doing some minor league baseball, college baseball. So yeah, it's a little bit of experience. Thank you so much for the kind words. All right, so let's get back to playing a little baseball. Oh, by the way, I'm going to throw this out there a little bit more. I'm going to put that title sponsorship out there because GT Sundown came up with this matchup. I want to profusely apologize. Well, you know what? Let's actually, you know what? I'm going to get the ads open now. Usually I do custom drop-ins for our viewers over on the Dynastic channel. And tell you what, I'm going to roll a commercial where you can learn about buying Out of the Park 24. And as that is playing, I'm going to get my ad reads open. So we'll go ahead and do that, and we shall be right back.
24 years of excellence have all led to this. Out of the Park Baseball 24 is the definitive award-winning MLB strategy game. Play what the pros play. Out of the Park Baseball 24 takes baseball strategy to the next level like never never before. All new on-screen analytics to power your decision-making, giving you a comprehensive view of the field. Dive deeper into the action with new 3D animations and visual improvements that bring the game to life. The most detailed GM mode in sports games keeps raising the realness bar. The most authentic experience ever. And Perfect Team swings back with a whole new experience. The incredible long-running baseball strategy series never stops hustling to be the best. Turn your team into a dynasty. Win the World Series. Out of the Park Baseball 24, the infinite baseball sandbox. Available March 2023.
All right, so there we go. Out of the Park 24. There is a link for you right there if you want to check that out. And if you use code Dynastic, you'll also get 10% off. So Out of the Park 24 for 10% off. By the way, I think a little later on, if there's some coaxing, I might introduce you to our newest friends. Our newest friends. In what we call here Club 42. Club 42. And let me just say they are small. Very small. They're teeny. And their strength is unbelievable. Some would say they can lift like 100 to 1,000 times their weight. So we'll be introducing you to some of that a little bit later on. All right. In the meantime, let's get to it oh yeah. First of all, I forgot to mention this. Guys, the pregame show that we had was brought to you by Cubs Fan 23 Steve. The Big Bang pregame show powered by Cubs Fan 23. Nothing came before the pregame show except the Big Bang. And weather report. I mean, it's a dome. What's the weather? What could it possibly be? There is no weather, but if there was weather, well, it would be brought to you by GT Sundown, the industry leader in F-14 flight experiences. Want to go Mach 1 with your hair on fire? Call GT Sundown today. And we are at Olympic Stadium. And as always, the ballpark is brought to you by Lost Duck TW. And the best part is, when we do the starting lineups, one of our favorite ad reads in all of baseball. The starting lineups tonight are brought to you by Hertz Donut. Next time you're in Cedar Falls, Iowa, you might just find a really vanilla gorilla at Hertz Donut. Open 25/8. Want a Hertz Donut, the best in Cedar Falls. Defensively for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates led by Barry Bonds in left, Andy Van Slyke in center, and Bobby Bonilla in right. Boy, there are two really good outfielders there. On the infield, Wally Backman holding down third. Jay Bell and Jose Lean, two Gold Glovers up the middle. And Sid Bream is holding down first. Your starting battery tonight is brought to you by D. Mendro. And it's Mike Lavalier catching for Doug Drabek. Drabek, an 11th round pick by the Chicago White Sox back in 1983. Was drafted 4th round by Cleveland in 80, then decided to hold out another year and was drafted in 1983 out of the University of Houston, the pride of Victoria, Texas. Apologies to Steve Austin. Doug Drabek, the pride of Victoria, Texas. Offensively for the hometown Montreal Expos, it's Grissom leading off. He'll be followed by Cordero, Alou, Larry Walker batting cleanup, Floyd, Fletcher, Barry, Lansing, and Pedro Martinez is batting ninth. Take a look at our star profile for tonight. It's brought to you by Jeff Steele Flex 47. And a big year for Larry Walker, one of Canada's own. Larry Walker, .322 batting average, 19 home runs, 86 RBI. Larry Walker, your star profile, grew up with dreams of playing hockey, much like many a Canadian does. Wound up seeing that the path to the majors would not include the ice of the NHL, and is doing just fine as a major league player, an all-star at that. All right, this first pitch at the bottom of the first inning being brought to you by Chess Safari. It ain't checkers, it's chess. Chess Safari, as Marquise Grissom will lead off against Doug Drabek. Drabek kicks and fires, ground ball, left side, fielded very cleanly by Backman, who will make the play, one down. So Backman holding down third will make the play, and it's Will Cordero's turn through the turnstile, hitting .294 in the 1994 season. 15 home runs, 63 RBI for Will Cordero. Works the count full, 3-2 pitch. He flies this one to right, and that one is off the base of the wall, about 114 meters, as we're going to the metric system on Monday Night Baseball. It's a one-out stand-up double for Will Cordero. How about another look at that? We love our replays. This replay is brought to you by Minerva. In need of some baseball, you can always count on Minerva 93-98. And our first hit of the game. First hit of the game brought to you by Underdog 44. When squaring up against an opponent, the underdog always throws the first pitch. By the way, did you know that is also a Dono Double? Dono Double is being brought to you by Dono 43-333. Cordero on second. He's in scoring position, and Moise Alou is at the plate. Alou has the count even at 1-1. Flies this one to center, and there is Van Slyke. Boy, does he cover a lot of ground. Runner tagging, throw to third will be cut off. So Van Slyke made the catch. Cordero tags and advances to third. 90 feet away is Cordero, and Larry Walker is at the plate. Larry Walker in a walk year. This is his final season under contract with the Montreal Expos. And a lot of people point to the 1994 season as the season that really could have been for the Expos as far as the postseason. But don't forget, too, all those games were wiped out. All those home games, all those playoff games. The Expos in 1994, because of the Major League Baseball strike of 94, lost millions and millions of dollars in potential revenue. And some believe that because of those losses, the Expos had to dramatically cut payroll, and one of those casualties was Larry Walker, who was not even offered a contract after that 1994 season, walked via free agency, and of course joined the Colorado Rockies. Walker at the plate, first pitch, swinging, fly ball, right field. Bonilla camps underneath it, and that will do it. At the end of one, we are scoreless in that 90s show between the Montreal Expos and the Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, I can't wait. I want to introduce our friends. Top of your screen right there. That is our ant farm. We'll be naming all of these ants tomorrow after all of you who played Ant Legion with me on the Dr. Dynastic channel. Look at those ants go. They're already tunneling. They're already doing their thing, guys. What a beautiful thing. Who doesn't love a good ant farm? Look at those guys go. Ants, ants, ants. One of those ants, in fact, I don't know if you can see it. I see one right there at the very top. You see that very one, the one that's crawling to the very top of the screen? That one is named Who Trying to Ball. Because Who Trying to Ball always trying to come out on top. Let's start a chant. Could we perhaps start a chant? I'm worried I'm going to knock over the ant farm. I've got to move the ants. Hang on a sec. Gotta be careful. All right, ant. Right there where I can see you. All right. The doc has to drink some Dr. Pepper. What are you drinking tonight? I'm doing the old Dr. Pepper. I actually met the Dr. Pepper guy once. You remember the Dr. Pepper guy with the visor and the hair and the vendor guy? I actually met him in San Diego, California, America's finest city, brought to you by Podman 19. And I Doctor Hunt Dr. Crime. Yes! I love it, Rob. I love a good pun. All right, let's get back to it. Top of two. Top of two here. And let's see what you guys are drinking tonight. Who Trying to Ball is going alcoholic beverages. EBC and NYC2 going Two Roads, Too Juicy, Hazy Double IPA. You guys enjoy those beverages and remember, drink responsibly. Barry Bonds is going to bat fifth. And I will tell you, upon researching the 1990 Pirates, I went through Baseball Reference, looked through the game logs, and I could not believe my eyes when I saw Barry Bonds batting fifth. Yes, that is Barry Bonds' spot in the order in the 1990 season. Now, early on in his career, we're talking in the late 80s, Bonds was featured as a leadoff hitter, which some would say that was actually a shrewd move, and some would say that perhaps Bonds in his later years with the San Francisco Giants should have led off. And because, hey, look, he had a little bit of speed, but more importantly, he knew how to get on base. So why not get the leadoff man? If they're going to walk you, might as well maximize how many plate appearances he could get over the course of a major league season. And then on top of that, just set the table. Might as well do it in the beginning of the order instead of the heart of the order. But I don't think anybody would argue that Barry Bonds batting fifth in any batting order, I don't care who's in that order, that is just nutso. Barry Bonds batting fifth for Jim Leyland's 1990 Pittsburgh Pirates. All right, so how about this? Barry Bonds versus Pedro Martinez, a matchup we never got to see quite enough. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss for strike three. Pedro says no to Barry, and there's one down. So Bonds goes down on strikes, and that brings up Sid Bream. Sid Bream coming over from St. Louis along with Mike Dunn and Andy Van Slyke in a swap for Tony Pena. Who do you think came out on top in that one? I think the Pirates did just fine. Getting Andy Van Slyke. 1-2 pitch to Bream. Bream lifts a fly to left. And Alou will make the catch. 2 down. And now Mike Lavalier. He was part of that deal, was Lavalier, I should say. Lavalier part of that deal. So you had two catchers swapping teams, Lavalier and Pena, but then on top of that, you also get a guy by the name of Sid Bream and Andy Van Slyke. That is just larceny when you talk about a trade between two National League teams. St. Louis got the short end of that stick. Mike Lavalier at the plate. First pitch, swinging, going the other way, and a sinking liner to the third baseman. John Barry makes the catch as we head to the bottom of the second. 5, 6, and 7 in the Montreal order. Cliff Floyd will lead things off. Floyd had a cup of coffee last year in 1993, appearing in just 10 games. This year, trying to work his way onto the field and appearing in 100 games. 4 home runs, 4 triples, 19 doubles, and a little bit of speed too. 10 stolen bases in 13 attempts. Floyd batting from the left side against Doug Drabek. Drabek on the 2-1 offering. There's a line drive, base hit to left. Bonds picks it up off the hop as it hits the turf. And it is a leadoff single. Floyd on first. We mentioned the speed here. Drabek will pitch from the stretch against Darren Fletcher. Fletcher, an all-star catcher in 1994, cracking double digits in home runs for the first time in his career. Fletcher grounds to short. They get the force at second. A quick turn onto two for the double play. 6-4-3 on your scorecard. Bell to Lind to Bream. Double play brought to you by STL Jason. Quickly 2 down, and that brings up Sean Berry. First pitch on the way to Berry. Berry smacks this through the hole in the left side. Another single, as Draybeck has now surrendered 3 base hits. Berry to first. Did not get caught stealing one time in 14 attempts. 14 steals, all successful in 1994. Very high percentage in his career. In fact, if you go back the last 3 years before coming over from the Kansas City Royals, 28 stolen bases, caught stealing just 3 times. Mike Lansing at the plate. First pitch to Lansing as he has a little dribbler back to the mound. Draybeck comes off the mound, and he'll make the play. And the side is retired at the end of 2. We are scoreless between the Pirates and the Expos. All right, let's see how we're doing on those drops. Let's just make sure we're okay on the droppies. And yes, I shall claim mine. All right, so it looks like we are 23% for 1 hour and 30 minutes. There will be no egregious extended play for Cavacom tonight. Cava, you showed up on time. I appreciate it. Jose Lind, your leadoff man here for the Pirates of 1990. Will be the 8, 9, and 1 part of the order against Pedro Martinez. My Pedro, how good has this guy been since coming over from Los Angeles? And yes, his fastball will top out in the mid-1990s or in the mid-90s, but it's the circle change that really changed Pedro's career. He learned that while in the minor leagues, picked that pitch up, and that turned out to be a nice wipeout pitch for Pedro Martinez. 2-0 pitch on the way. Lind flies this high to right. Easy play. Walker makes the catch. 1 down, and Doug Draybeck steps in. Draybeck, don't sleep on him, folks. North of the Mendoza line, a .214 batting average in 1990. Also, he did have a home run. Works the count full, 3-2. Draybeck swings and misses for strike 3. That strikeout is brought to you by Podman 19. Experience the ultimate getaway. Book your trip today to America's finest city, San Diego, with Podman 19. Wally Backman at the plate. 3-0 pitch to Wally. He'll take it all the way for ball 4. So a free pass as Martinez issues his first base on balls. Monday Night Baseball. That is correct, Captain Kegleg. Yarr, good to see you, my friend. We were just talking about beverages of choice. If you want to weigh in, what's in your hand right now, a cold one, let me know. I've got the Dr. Pepper. Wally Backman on first for Jay Bell. Jay Bell, not exactly known for his defense early on in his major league career. In fact, came up, did Bell with the Minnesota Twins in the farm system, where he committed 129 errors in his first 3 minor league seasons. Well, the Twins lost faith in Bell, though he was still a pretty highly regarded minor league shortstop. They wound up trading him to Cleveland in a swap for Bert Blyleven. And guess what? Jay Bell, as he progressed through the Cleveland farm system, wound up hitting a home run in his first major league at-bat back in 1986 against who? Bert Blyleven. Bert Blyleven. Jay Bell at the plate. Here's the 1-0. Bell smokes a single to center. Wide turn, they will hold the runner at second. So Backman holds at second. 2 aboard for Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke, who led the National League in triples with 15 back in 1988. 2 on, 2 out. Deuces are wild. 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Pedro gets his 5th strikeout, and 2 runners are left on base, heading to the bottom of the 3rd in Montreal. Minerva, we are with you, my friend. We are with you any way we can. Always thinking about all of our Out of the Park community, and that especially goes true for anybody who needs a little love and a virtual hug. You have it from me and from all of us here tonight on Monday Night Baseball. All right, let's pick it up in the bottom of the 3rd inning right now. And Pedro Martinez, 4 hits in 44 at-bats. A hitter, Pedro was not. Unless Don Zimmer was on the other end. Here's the 1-2, a ground ball to second. And Lean will make the play. 1 down. And there's a little chant going on here. Love to see a packed house here at Olympic Stadium. Marquise Grissom now at the plate. Marquise with a lot of speed. He just needs to get on base. Back-to-back seasons where he led the league in stolen bases in 1991, his first full season as a big leaguer. 76 steals that year, led the National League, and then the next year he repeated. 78 the following year in 1992. The steals pretty much cut in half here in 1994, but starting to get a little bit of a pop in the bat and a power threat. He can do it all. Marquise Grissom. Frog Boy, welcome in. First time chatter. Fly ball to center, and that'll be a base hit. Marquise with a base hit to center field. All right, watch out. Marquise did have 36 stolen bases in 1994. Draybeck will have to pitch from the stretch. Up against Will Cordero. Fly to left. Bonds runs it down. They'll make the catch. 2 down. Grissom remains on first for Moise Alou. Moise's dad, Philippe, the skipper of the Expos. We talk about the talent for these 1994 Montreal Expos, but some would say that the skipper had a big part in that, galvanizing this team, getting them to pull in the same direction, really developing these players and building a team that many believe should have won a World Series in 1994. First pitch to Alou. He pops this one up on the infield, and that will do it. At the end of 3, we are scoreless between the Expos and the Pirates. All right, I think it is time for something we call the emote race. Yes, the emote race. It's sweeping the nation right now. Let's line up our friends here. We love Evany, but Evany is not going to be part of this race. It comes down to 3 competitors. It's the Wave, it's the Coffee, and it is the Black Cat. So if you have any of those, emotes, you're going to spam away in chat. Now, only those emotes will be accepted. But you can't start until we say go. And yes, EBC and NYC too. I don't know if you're here still. Hopefully you're hanging out. I do have some very bad news. Is that the Siren? Yes, the Siren's trying to. This is awkward. Siren, you've been relegated. You have been relegated. If you finish in 3rd 3 streams in a row, then you're relegated. And that's what happened. Yeah, thank you. Siren, it was a good run. We love the wee woo. But right now, we love the Coffee just a little bit more. So, the Coffee by Laptop Hound has now entered the chat. All right, guys, I'm going to say ready, set, go. And then you are going to spam the chat with the Wave, with the Black Cat for FK Commish LB, and the EMLB Universe, and I, of course, am the Wave. So, Capcom has that Wave going. All right. On your mark. Get set. Go. All right. And they are off. It's the emote race of Monday Night Baseball. And it is, ooh, the cat and the wave back to back. More wave. More wave. Holy cow. Now there's the coffee. Finally, the coffee comes in. And oh my goodness, this is going down to the wire. More coffee, more coffee. Look at that coffee go. Oh, it's going to be a photo finish. And Commando Solo has pushed the wave across the finish line. Okay, good race. Great race. Thank you, chat. Thank you, everybody, for participating in the emote race. You want memes? You want pizza? Check out Memesa, where everything is just Memesa. Yes, the wave and the emote race being brought to you by Memesa. All right. We do have a tradition here. I'm not able to type it in chat, but hopefully somebody in chat would be able to explain it. We love a good wave. We love a good wave in chat. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I'm going to throw a wave in here. And the rule is, oh, Who Trying to Ball has actually done it. Oop, okay, now look. Who Trying to Ball put one wave in. I put one wave in. We had the same amount of waves. So now we have to restart the wave. That's my bad. So no wave. The wave has been taken off. No, you were good, Who Trying to Ball. It was me who didn't see you doing the wave. So Cavicom has now started wave. Now, if you'd like to get that wave to keep on going, yes, Commando Solo has got 2 waves going. And now Captain Kegleg has 3. So you build one on another. The record, the world record for most waves in one chat is 30. And look at that. We are up to 4. Oh my gosh, this warms my heart. All right, the wave is going. Take a look at the wave. It is brought to you by Boo 1260. We're in the 4th inning right now between the Expos of 1994 and the Pirates of 1990. Bobby Bonilla will lead things off. Bobby Bo, the switch hitter, will bat from the left side, the switch hitter against the righty Pedro Martinez. Undrafted in 1981. We mentioned that. Undrafted free agent, amateur free agent with the Pittsburgh Pirates system. Wound up, though, being a Rule 5 selection. So Bobby Bonilla, with an inauspicious start to his major league career, back in spring training, trying to earn a spot on the roster, broke his leg in a collision with teammate Bip Roberts and was slow healing. And the Pirates trying to figure out what exactly they were going to do with Bobby Bonilla as far as a roster spot. They, of course, had a competitive situation where do they put him, do they roster him, do they not? He was a Rule 5 casualty. The Chicago White Sox swooped in, and picked up Bobby Bonilla as a Rule 5 draftee. Eventually, the Pirates said, we need this guy back. And they did. They got Bobby Bonilla back. It cost them Jose De Leon. This was in 1986 as they pulled off that swap with Chicago, getting Bobby Bonilla back from the Pale Hose. He'll lead off here, works the count to 2-2. Bonilla flies this one to center on the run, and making the catch is Grissom. 1 down, and that brings up Barry Bonds. Yes, Barry Bonds batting from the 5 spot in the order. An MVP season for Barry, the son of Bobby Bonds, winning his first of many National League Most Valuable Player awards in 1990. Here's the 0-1 to Barry. Bonds puts one to shallow right field. Easy play. Catch made by Walker. And now it's Sid Bream. Bream behind, 0-2. Bream, high fly ball, deep right field at the track, at the wall, and gone! Just clearing the wall. Sid Bream has a Pirates on the scoreboard. It's 1-0. Boy, that barely cleared the wall in right. Home run being brought to you by ESCV, the ultimate destination in baseball escapism. I would say that was about 112 meters. 111 would have stayed in the yard. Great to see everybody in chat. Welcome to Monday Night Baseball. Attendance right now at 465. Let's see if we can break 500. Your attendance report brought to you by Sir Pug. Never put off till tomorrow what you can do the day after tomorrow just as well. Your attendance report brought to you by Sir Pug. Mike Lavalier trying to follow suit now after that Sid Bream home run. He bloops this, shallow center field, and second baseman Lansing will make the catch. Side is retired. Pirates are on the board. They're on top 1-0 on a Sid Bream solo home run. Four, 5, and 6 in the Expo order as they trail 1-0 as we're in the bottom of the fourth. Larry Walker hitless so far. First pitch to LW. Grounds sharply to third. Nice play by Backman as he'll make the play. And Walker is retired. That brings up Cliff Floyd. 2-2 on the way. Floyd going the other way. Ground ball into the hole at short. Backhand play by Jay Bell. 2 down. And look at that wave going. We got Who Trying to Ball. We've got EVC and NYC2. We've got Captain Kegleg. We've got Machia Pet. Truly, and Commando Solo. All of them contributing right now to a big old wave. Darren Fletcher now with 2 down. Here's a pitch to Fletcher. The all-star catcher is diving grab made out and left. Fantastic play. That is a robbery if I've ever seen one. You thought that was a hit? Wah-wah, FDA-wah, bringing you that robbery out in left. So Barry Bonds stealing away a hit as we head to the fifth. Jose Lean laying it off here in the fifth inning up against Pedro Martinez. Lean going the other way. That should fall. It will. It hits the rug. Ball's in safely for a leadoff single. Came on a curveball. Take a look at that replay. It's brought to you by Andy, 22 Sheffield. That is truly just taking what they give you. So a leadoff single for Lean brings up the pitcher, Doug Drabeck. I think this is a clear bunting situation. Sean Berry will play in on the turf. Floyd not holding the runner. He's playing in on the turf as well. Martinez from the stretch. First pitch. There's the bunt. Right side. Only plays to first as Martinez throws to the bag. Lean advances on the sacrifice bunt by Drabeck. So the Pirates have another runner in scoring position right now for Wally Backman. Backman lifts this to center, and it is caught by Grissom. Runner will not advance. 2 down, and Jay Bell now steps in. Jay Bell, we talked about his defensive, shortcomings as a minor leaguer in the Minnesota Twins farm system. What I didn't tell you that 1 year from now, we're in the year 1990, 3 years from now, we're in the year 1990 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Fast forward 3 years from now, Jay Bell, believe it or not, would win a Gold Glove at shortstop for the Pirates. You know who was the shortstop Gold Glove extraordinaire before that for 13 years in a row? Before Jay Bell finally won that elusive Gold Glove at short? Give you a hint. Got a pretty nice limited edition card out there right now. Here's a 1-2. Line drive, right field, base hit. They'll send the runner home. Throw to home will be in time. They apply the tag, and Lean is out. What a play. As we head to the bottom of the fifth, another look on the replay. It's brought to you by Earl Jenks. Fletcher applies the tag. And the Pirates are cut down at home. Boy, that Larry Walker, he's got a hose out there in right. Not a surprise. You do not want to test the arm of Larry Walker. So we're in the bottom of the fifth now, and bottom of the Expo order. Barry, Lansing, and Martinez scheduled batters against Doug Drabeck, who has been superb. Doug Drabeck, who in this 1990 season had a no-hitter going, 2 outs in the ninth of said no-hit bid. Sil Camposano getting a 2-out single in the ninth for the Phillies to break up that no-no for Drabeck. First pitch up against Barry. Barry lifts this fly ball to center. Can of corn, catch is made by Van Slyke. Van Slyke out in the Slyke zone, as they call it at Three River Stadium. The Slyke zone. One down, and Mike Lansing. Lansing grounds this to short. Bell is there. He'll make the play. 2 down. Looks like we've got another shot at the wave. Machia Pet and Who Trying to Ball has got a wave start. Let's see if that wave makes its way around Olympic Stadium here on Monday Night Baseball. 1-2 pitch. Martinez flies this to center, and Van Slyke is there to make the catch. Side is retired, heading to the 6th inning. And don't forget, we will have the 7th inning stretch. And for those of you over on my channel, Dr. Dynastic, and if you've posted your picture up on my Discord, you will see your name and your picture up on the scoreboard for our 7th inning stretch. Andy Van Slyke, who attended New Hartford Central High School in New Hartford, New York, where his dad was the school's principal. He'll lead things off here in the 6th inning up against Pedro. Martinez on the 2-1. Grounder right side. Martinez comes off the hill to cover the bag at first as Floyd throws over. And there's 1 down. Cavacom has got the wave up to 3. The wave is up to 3. Bobby Bonilla now checks in. Bonilla, ground ball smothered by the shortstop. Nice play, but there will be no throw as Cordero could not come up with it. Maybe got a little rug burn on that play. Here's another look at your replay. It's brought to you by Garnack. W-I-H. W-I-A-H. Oh, and there is the rule. Commando solo will count the 4, but you can't. You gotta let other people do the wave. So that is the rule. You gotta wait for one more person to get in there. So we'll count it at 4. If somebody wants to pick up the Commando solo 4 and bring him a 5 spot, we'll keep that thing going. Bobby Bonilla on first for Barry Bonds. No. Normally in my chat, I have a explanation in chat, but on this channel, I do not have that. So you're still learning. You got it? Yep. You were doing... I don't think we've ever tried the wave on Monday Night Baseball. Do it on my home field all the time, but never here on the mothership. You're doing great. Bobby Bonilla on first for Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds, there were rumors that Bonds would actually be traded after the 1989 season to the LA Dodgers. I wonder if EVC has heard this one. The rumor mill was swirling that Barry Bonds was going to LA for John Wetland. That trade never materialized. And Bonds, of course, a career year in 1990, the year after that, 301 average with 33 homers and 52 stolen bases. Not only a 30-30, a 30-50. 33 homers, 52 stolen bases, an MVP season in 1990. 1-2 to Barry. Bonds flies this one to left center field, and Grissom makes the catch on the run. 2 down. Game on a circle change as Martinez was able to get the out. 2 down, and Sid Bream is at the plate. Sid, who had 15 home runs in the 1990 season, well, jumped all over a Pedro Martinez offering back in the 4th to put the Pirates on the board. He's got a hitter's count, 2-0. Bream gets a hold of that one, and that one will go over the shoulder of Grissom all the way to the wall. They will hold the runner at third. It's a stand-up double for Sid Bream. So Bream has 2 extra base hits. Another look on the replay brought to you by SFP Kings. That double is being brought to you by Dono Double. Another Dono Double. Two aboard and Mike Lavalier at the plates. Bream on second for Lavalier. Now, let's fast forward to the 1992 season, the NLCS. Don't forget that it was Lavalier at the plate, bang, bang play at home, to decide who would go on to the World Series. And sliding around the tag of Lavalier at home is the man on second, Sid Bream. In 1992, Bream would slide around the tag of Lavalier to give the Atlanta Braves the victory and a trip to the World Series at the expense of these Pittsburgh Pirates. 0-2 pitch, knocked down by the catcher. Fletcher got on it quick. Bonilla holds at third. 2 on, 2 out. Lavalier on the 1-2. Lavalier pops this one up, and Pedro gets out of the inning. 2 runners stranded as we head to the bottom of the 6th in Montreal. All right, whole lot of zeros for this 1994 Montreal Expo offense. Top of the order, Grissom, Cordero, and Alou. There's 4 hits so far against Doug Drabek. Grissom works the count full, 3-2. Grissom swings at that offering, grounds to short. Nice play by Jay Bell. Bell throws across, and there's out number 1. Will Cordero now on a 2-2 offering. Cordero shoots this through the right side. There's a base hit. Cordero with a clean single. Oh, we want a little Vin Scully, do we? Now, we don't have the redemption system here. We don't have the redemption. I would love to conjure the great Vin Scully, but that, I don't know if I can. There's a base hit to left. I would love to tell you it's about copyright infringement on the mothership for Around the Park Developments, but that would be a blatant lie. Oh, see, now you're bribing me with cotton candy. I'll tell you what. I trade a gifted sub for Vin Scully. I mean, you don't have to do that. Gosh, boy, the people are speaking. All right. Tell you what. It'll be a transactional relationship. I ask for no money. I ask for no things. But how about we make it fair trade? If we get 1 alert for a follow for my channel, Dr. Dynastic, and for the other channels as well. We've got a ton of great streamers who are in chat right now. But if I see 1 alert on a Dr. Dynastic follow, if a card pops up and follows Dr. Dynastic, I'll give you Vin Scully. That is my promise to you. No money, just 1 follow. Will Cordero on second, Moise Alou on first, and Larry Walker is at the plate. Larry Walker, full count pitch. Walker lines this to the shortstop, Jay Bell, and there's 2 down. So 2 on, 2 outs. There we go. And Cliff Floyd. 2-0 to Floyd. Floyd lifts this one to left, and it's caught by Bonds, and the side is retired. All right, right, 6 innings in the books, and we've got ourselves a 1-0 ball game. 1-0 Pittsburgh Pirates. We've got Jose Lean to lead off here in the 7th against Pedro Martinez. First pitch from Pedro is grounded to third. Sean Berry will scoop it up and makes the play. I just saw on my alerts. I don't know if it's popping up here, but Captain Kegleg is just gifted a sub over on my channel. How dare you, sir? If Wildcat Bandit is here, you've been gifted a sub. Now, I said it would be a follow, but Vince Scully is not immune to the old bribe. We'll see what happens. That's a fly ball to right. Dre Beck is out. Can't follow me more than once. Wally Backman now at the plate here with 2 out up against Pedro Martinez. We've got the 7th inning stretch coming up, folks. That's going to be a big one. It's going to be really fun. First pitch to Wally. A long-time New York Met as he shoots a base hit to right. Wally Backman, first season in Pittsburgh after spending 9 years in New York with the Mets and then one more season in Minnesota with the Twins. Helped the Mets win the East in 1988. They won the East by 15 games. The runner-up in 88 in the NL East. Yeah, these Pittsburgh Pirates who finished 15 games behind the Mets. Backman on first for Jay Bell. Bell shoots this one to center. Grissom makes the catch. And the side is retired. Folks, it is time for Take Me Out to the Ball Game and the 7th inning stretch.
Good inning.
The 7th inning stretch brought to you by Don't Cut the D-Block Dragon. It's time to stretch. We're going to pump you up. Brought to you by Don't Cut the D-Block Dragon. And as always, if you'd like to get your pick into our 7th inning stretch, go to that channel. It's the Dr. Dynastic channel, and then just type !Discord and enter that in. There are other ways to do it. You can get creative. We'll get it in. But guys, I think it's about time that I get out of here and maybe we hand things over to a new announcer for an inning. What do you guys say? Would you like a new announcer maybe for the bottom of the 7th? Let's see who we got. Greetings and salutations, baseball fans. It is me, Vince Scully, as we welcome you back here to the venerable Olympic Stadium for the 1994 Montreal Expos and the 1990 Pittsburgh Pirates. It is I, Vince Scully. I have been summoned, and I've been asked to pinch hit for my good friend, Dr. Dynastic, as we bring you Monday Night Baseball. Boy, what a beautiful day it is for baseball. I would love to hear where you are watching from today. I was about 6 feet underneath the earth and dirt of the lot that I've resided in for a little bit of time, but I've missed you, baseball fans, and I am here now to rejoice and play a little baseball with you. So sit back, relax, And let's watch Darren Fletcher. He'll lead off here in the bottom of the 7th with his Expos trailing 1-0 against the Pittsburgh Pirates. Fletcher at the plate, and he'll deposit a base hit to center field. Darren Fletcher with a leadoff single for the Expos. Now it's Sean Barry. Barry, a .278 hitter in the 1994 season, played for the Royals in the early 1990s, then made his way over here north of the border, playing in Montreal for the Expos. Fletcher representing the game time run. Barry with that would represent the go-ahead run. Barry lifts a fly to center, and it goes where many a baseball goes to die, the strike zone. Andy Van Slyke makes the catch. Now we'll get a pinch hitter here. Lou Frazier. Frazier will come in. 29-year-old Lou Frazier, second year with the Expos, .271 hitter. Coming off the bench for Felipe Alou and the Expos of 1994. Boy, it just broke my heart to see that 1994 season wiped out for the Expos. Of course, I had the honor and privilege of watching Pedro Martinez pitch in the Dodgers system. Of course, his big brother Ramon, an all-star pitcher, and Pedro now making a name for himself as the starting pitcher here in Montreal. He awaits on deck, stake to this 1-0 ball game, and would like to see some offense here from his Expos. 3-2 pitch taken for called strike 3. It caught the inside corner. And we will not get a chance to see Pedro, as Felipe Alou will go to the bench and Rondell White will pinch hit for Pedro. Rondell is second season in the major leagues, .278 hitter on the year. Pedro Martinez, a exit where he will not have the fortune of tipping a cap to his sellout crowd at Olympic Stadium. His final line, though, will look something like this. 7 innings, 8 hits, 1 run. It was earned. 1 walk and 5 strikeouts. The lone blemish on the ledger for Martinez was a home run. It was given up to Sid Breen back in the 4th inning. Other than that, Pedro Martinez, a fantastic effort for the Montreal Expos. Fletcher on first for Rondell White. Pinch hitter grounds to third. Throw across the diamond will be in time, and the side is retired. Folks, I must say so long for now. Dr. Dynastic will be back with the 8th inning. This is Vin Scully saying so long, and I'll see you next Monday right here on Monday Night Baseball.
24 years of excellence have all led to this. Out of the Park Baseball 24 is the definitive award-winning MLB strategy game. Play what the pros play. Out of the Park Baseball 24 takes baseball strategy to the next level like never before. All new on-screen analytics to power your decision-making, giving you a comprehensive view of the field. Dive deeper into the action with new 3D animations and visual improvements that bring the game to life. The most detailed GM mode in sports games keeps raising the realness bar. The most authentic experience ever. And Perfect Team swings back with a whole new experience. The incredible long-running baseball strategy series never stops hustling to be the best. Turn your team into a dynasty. Win the World Series. Out of the Park Baseball 24, the Infinite Baseball Sandbox. Available March 2023.
All right, if you haven't already done so, first of all, thank you very much to our good friend Vin Scully for stopping by for the broadcast here tonight There is your link right there on the screen. If you'd like to pick up a copy of Out of the Park Baseball for 10% off, just use code Dynastic at checkout to get yourself another copy, or maybe your first ever copy of Out of the Park 24. All right, let's get you back here to the top of the eighth. Folks, we begin the eighth inning here at Olympic Stadium with a Beetle Boy 911 emergency call to the bullpen, and Mel Rojas will come on in relief of Pedro Martinez. Pedro, a victim of no run support as he leaves the game in a 1-0 deficit. It's now in the hands of the bullpen. Mel Rojas, 16 saves, a 3.32 ERA in 1994. He is a strikeout pitcher. He struck out 84 batters in 84 innings pitched. A different trend than what we saw from the year before, where Rojas actually had a lower ERA, but far fewer strikeouts. He was only getting about one strikeout every 2 innings. So 48 strikeouts in 88 innings in 93, but that was pretty much doubled that strikeout output in 1994. Mel Rojas will take on the middle of the Pirates order. Van Slyke, Bonilla, and Bonds. And Jim Leyland, I think deservedly so, could take some criticism for batting Bonds fifth instead of third or fourth. But if the Pirates are able to get the first two batters aboard here, boy, that would look like a shrewd move. First things first, Andy Van Slyke at the plate. Works the count full. Here's the payoff pitch to Van Slyke from Rojas. Swung on and belted to right, and it's a base hit. It's cut off by Walker. He'll throw to second. There will be a play at second, and it's a double for Van Slyke. Andy Van Slyke testing the arm of Larry Walker. Here's your replay brought to you by Stroker Ace 3. And he stroked that to right. Deep in the corner out and right. A one-hopper from Walker to second, but Van Slyke slides safely into second. And now it's Bobby Bonilla. See if Rojas will challenge Bonilla, who represents the an insurance run here. Van Slyke on second. Bonilla at the plate. First pitch to Bobby Bo as he smokes this one to center, but Grissom will run it down. No play at third as Van Slyke will hold at second. And that brings up Barry Bonds. Do you walk Bonds in this situation? Rojas looks in for the sign from Darren Fletcher. Trying to keep this a 1-0 ball game. First pitch to, they're going to walk him. Yep, they walked Bonds. No protection behind Bonds, and that's where that hurts the Pirates. Though in this case, I don't know. Having Sid Bream at the plate might be a good thing to do. Barry Bonds walks, and Sid Bream, who's got 2 hits, both of them for extra bases. A double and a home run. 2 on, 1 out to Bream. 1-2 from Rojas. High fly ball, deep center field, and it will be just shy of the warning track. It is caught. It will be deep enough to get Van Slyke to third, but there's now 2 out on a fly ball out by Bream. So Van Slyke now on third. Barry Bonds on first for Mike LaValliere. I think you got to consider running Bonds here. 52 steals in 1990. Barry Bonds on first. Van Slyke on third. 1-1 pitch. They will not send Bonds, and this one will end up in the hands of the catcher Fletcher, who will make the catch in foul territory. 2 runners stranded as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Boy, Barry Bonds coulda, woulda, shoulda. What if he had been batting third or fourth? No protection behind him in the order. And Bonds drew that intentional walk. That walk was brought to you by Mexi Meemster. A one-run ball game. Top of the order for the 1994 Expos. Up against Doug Drabek. Line to left and caught. Good ride by Grissom, but Bonds, right place, right time. He makes the catch. And Will Cordero, 2-2 from Drabek. Another fly, another out. Bonds is there. Now it's the three-hitter, Moise Alou. Alou, a .339 hitter in 1994. Got a lot of consideration in the MVP race of 1994. Runner-up the year before that in the Rookie of the Year vote in 1993. 1-2 to Alou. And another fly ball out to Bonds. Out and left side is retired. We head to the ninth in Montreal. It's still 1-0. All right, who are we rooting for, chat? Who are we rooting for tonight? Montreal Expos or the Pittsburgh Pirates? That 90s show here on Monday Night Baseball. Jose Lean will lead off. Up against the new pitcher, it is John Wetland. Wetland, 2.83 ERA, 25 saves in 1994. Career year the year before that. Look at that line that John Wetland put together in 1993. A 1.37 ERA and 113 Ks in 85 innings pitched. This is a non-save situation, obviously, with the Expos trailing 1-0. Up against Lean. Here's the 1-1 to the light-hitting second baseman. Lean flies this one to right. And Walker makes the catch. And here's a news flash here. Doug Drabek will stay in. So I think we're going to see a complete game effort, perhaps, from Drabek, as he will not be lifted. Jim Leland will keep Drabek in. He wants to leave the game in the hands of his starting pitcher. 1-2 pitch to Double D, and Drabek gets a K right there as he strikes out. 2 down. Back to the top of the Pirate order we go. And Wally Backman. 2-2 from Wetland. And he shoots this into center for a base hit. A 2-out single for Wally Backman. 44 seasons of rebuilding. 1 year we will make it back to the World Series. Go Buccos, said Commando Solo 193. Keep those comments coming, guys. Who are you rooting for here tonight on Monday Night Baseball? Jay Bell, full count pitch taken for ball 4. Wetland all of a sudden in trouble. 2 on. And Andy Van Slyke. Van Slyke, the lefty bat, against the right-handed arm of John Wetland. Van Slyke already with 2 hits and 4 at-bats. 1-2 pitch. Van Slyke going the other way. High fly ball, deep left field, at the track, at the wall, and over the wall. 2 men on, 3 men jogging. Andy Van Slyke, 3-run homer, and the Pirates have blown it open in the 9th. If you're just coming in on the Spore Raid, we just saw a 3-run home run by Andy Van Slyke in the 9th inning as he goes the other way. An Oppo Taco opposite field home run being brought to you by Grish 70. When you need a little pick-me-up, try the Oppo Taco when your game needs a little Olay. Andy Van Slyke. Adios. 3-run home run. 4-0 Pirates. Those runs being brought to you by FKN Commish LB. Well, with Spore checking in, let's take a look at Bobby Bonilla and his ratings for 1990. 70 gap power, 60 home run power, and a very respectable 60 out of 60 right now on the contact rating. Those ratings are brought to you by Spore. Bobby Bonilla at the plate. 2 out, up against John Wetland. Wetland's pitch is flown to center. Marquise Grissom will make the catch on the run. We head to the bottom of the 9th at Olympic Stadium with the Montreal Expos of 1994 trailing 4-0. All right, let's see where we are on those drops. Where are we on the drops? 77% on the silver. So we'll keep on going until those final drops are given. All right, final 3 outs for Montreal, the team that should have won a World Series if not for that 1994 Major League Baseball strike, is in danger of losing and falling short again against these Pittsburgh Pirates. We're in the bottom of the 9th. We will get the 4, 5, and 6 hitters in the Expo order. Walker, Floyd, and Fletcher. And yes, Doug Drabek has been masterful as he is trying to go the distance. Jim Leyland will leave it in the hands of his starter, Doug Drabek. A Cy Young season in 1990. 22 wins, 6 losses, a 2.76 ERA. And Doug Drabek on for inning number 9. He just crossed the century mark on the pitch count in the 8th inning. 103 pitches. Leland's going to leave him out just a little bit longer. He'll take on Larry Walker. Walker hitless in 3 at-bats. MVP candidate against Cy Young pitcher. Drabek from the windup. Here we go. Fly to left. Bonds camps underneath it, 1 down. Now it's Cliff Floyd up against Drabek. Drabek and his wife Christy, 2 boys. Justin born in 1986, Kyle 1 year later in 1987. Wonder if either of those young infants might end up being major leaguers someday. Cliff Floyd up against Doug Drabek. First pitch offering. Floyd grounds this to short. Jay Bell will make the play, 2 down. And now the Expos are down to their final ounce. Philippe Alou will not go to the bench here. He'll leave Darren Fletcher out. It's up to Fletcher. Here's the 2-1. Ground ball, right side. Bream throws over to first, and the Pirates have done it. Backed by Bream, his home run and a 3-run shot by Andy Van Slyke proved to be the difference. As the Bucks don't stop here, the Pirates take down the Expos 4-0 here in Montreal. I can believe what I just saw. There's a look at your final scoreboard right there as GT Sundown has brought us this game. GT Sundown, thank you for bringing us that matchup over on my channel, Dr. Dynastic. GT Sundown decided he wanted to see this matchup between the 1994 Montreal Expos and the 1990 Pittsburgh Pirates. Let's take a look at the stats in this one as we bring you back inside Club 42 and the postgame show. All right, baseball fans, welcome back. It is time for the postgame show. It's brought to you by EVC in NYC2. Be sure to join EVC every Wednesday. Guess the set on Twitch, 2 p.m. Pacific. Every Wednesday, only on Twitch. All right, lots to go through here tonight, and we will start with the dynamic performance brought to you by Dynamic MLB 42. And yeah, how about Andy Van Slyke? 3 hits, 3 runs batted in. Of course, those 3 ribbies coming in the top of the ninth inning with a 3-run home run off the reliever, John Wetland. What a dynamic performance by Andy Van Slyke, leading the Pirates to the 4-0 victory. Taking a look at your stats here tonight, and the story of the line, story of the night, Doug Drabek, 9 shutout innings, 7 hits, no walks, 1 strikeout. Those stats being brought to you by Gen Xer 69. Well, Pedro Martinez, a tough luck loser. He gives up 1 run on 8 hits and 1 walk while striking out 5. He will take the loss. Will Pedro Martinez. Taking a look at some of the stats in this one. Only one Montreal Expo had more than 1 hit. That was Will Cordero, who had 2 base hits. He did have a double, and that was it. Jay Bell, 2 for 4. Wally Backman, 2 for 4. Sid Bream, 2 for 4, including a solo home run in the 4th. Those are offensive leaders for the Pittsburgh Pirates. We didn't have any stolen bases tonight. Those were brought to you by Captain Kegleg. No-hit batsman as well, brought to you by Barry Basher. And no mound visits as well. Those were brought to you by Kirby York. No out-of-town scoreboard to look at here tonight. Though I'm sure some of you might be watching Monday night something else, but our out-of-town scoreboard is brought to you by Danny D. Smith Jr. And no errors as well. The errors each and every contest brought to you by Lowly Worm. Also, I neglected to tell you guys that 1 walk. We had 1 walk in this game by Pedro Martinez. It was brought to you by Mexi Memester. That is a look at your final score tonight as the Pirates take down the Expos 4-0. Our next game, this is a best of 3 series. We will run game 2 tomorrow. We'll start our stream at noon Pacific with Tuesday afternoon baseball. If you want to head on over to my channel, then after the Laptop Pound stream tomorrow, we'll be on at noon Pacific for game 2 of this best of 3 series. It will be a drop stream, so you can get some affiliate drops there, and you can also enter our 10-pack giveaway tomorrow. Okay, well, let's see how we are on the count right now. And it looks like we're 85% of 1 hour and 30 minutes. Guys, what do you say? What do you say? We first of all take a look at the screen here. That it looks like our game 2 starters tomorrow, it will be Jeff Facero for the Expos. Facero with a 2.99 ERA in 1994. And Zane Smith will get the start for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Those are your scheduled starters for tomorrow in game 2. Did I say marbles? I must be losing my marbles if I'm going to try to do on the mothership marbles on stream. I can promise some marbles on stream for you tomorrow. No doubleheader. But you know what I will do instead? Let's go ahead and get to the main screen. And yeah, let's do this. Let's open some packs. We will open some packs. Oh, I love it when those silvers go. Oh, first of all, let me get in some tournaments. Guys, how did we do in PTCS? How did we do? I had 2 teams, 1 silver, 1 gold. I lost in is it best of 5? I can't remember if it's best of 5 or best of 3. I was a first round victim in round 1. In 1, I think that was the gold. Maybe that was the silver, actually. And then in the other one, we wound up getting to round 3, I believe. How did you guys do? Spore got a Langford in gold. There we go. Oh, the Ray Langford. I loved Ray Langford back in the day. Lost to Midgar. Oh, if you're going to lose to anybody, if you lose to Midgar, no shame in that. No shame whatsoever. Well, it looks like I'm not going to get into Dead Ball Rebirth Gold, unfortunately. Yeah. Oh, darn it. Yeah. Well, that'll happen. Well, get in on it. Get in on it, guys. Remember, you got to start fielding your teams now in the daily tournament so you can start racking up those points to qualify for the next PTCS. Let's go ahead and go back to the main screen. And I would have gotten cards, so I can't remember if I've placed high enough before to find out what cards you get. But let's go ahead and set the rosters very quickly. And then we'll open those packs. And we'll play some Call Your Shot. I don't have a fancy form, but what I can tell you is we will hook you guys up with a 10-pack if you get the right card, the right mystery card. But first, I just want to selfishly, I need to set my lineup. Set my team for, what is this, daily silver platter. All right. I got some work to do on this squad. I will tell you that much. All right. We'll get back to it. Let's get to the main screen. And after this, once we get our drops, we will be raiding into Laptop Pound, who's playing the new Franchise Hockey Manager 10, I believe, and is doing the Black Aces NHL podcast. So, no drops, but plenty of great content. Laptop Pound will be raiding into at the conclusion of this stream. I am with you, GT. I definitely need to do a roster refresh on my silvers. In fact, that might be the content for tomorrow for us, is maybe we can do a roster refresh. Oh my, I forgot. I made it into Diamond. And that's not going to be fun. That is not going to be pretty. Let's go ahead and jump into the perfect team. We are in theme team, so we are limited. Yeah, this is the first time I've made Diamond with a theme team. Wound up losing to EVC's squad. I believe it was a 109 win squad that EVC has. In fact, let's take a look at the standings right now. Yeah, we're one game below. It looks like we were above 500. You know what? I don't think we wound up. We are playing straight up against Diamonds. We're not even in TTC. You did not update your friends list. Okay, my bad. Well, this will be a swift and quick death. Kirk Gibson. That's not cool. Not cool. Kirk Gibson, you've already done it once to my Oakland teams. You can't do it twice. Boy, oh boy. Kirk Gibson. Let's see. Bartolo Colon. Maybe not a diamond pitcher. And Dick Allen is hitting very well. And yeah, that's it. All right, we're opening packs. We're opening the packs. Here we go. We will open until we get... How about... I don't want to make any promises. We'll open packs until I choose that we won't. Let me see where we are on the... So we're at 92%. And let's see. We got a Jeff Pico. We've had that before. Al Libke. We've had... You guys need a Libke for your early launch or Mission 404. I'm going to give that to you very low. 35. Look how generous we are on the stream here. All right, next pack, standard pack. We got a Mac Eggleston. We already have Mac, unfortunately. Next up, all lives, which do us no good these days. No PT Live left to play. Oh, there we go. EVC says AZ Axel is starting a late night backyard baseball stream for those needing affiliate packs later. Actually, I will not lie. I definitely need to get in on those. I missed my affiliate drops today, unfortunately. I did not get any. EVC, I don't know why when I was on your screen, on your stream, I was lurking, but for whatever reason, those did not drop for me, but we will get back. I might have had a tab open or something that kind of threw it off. So thank you for the heads up. I thought I was going to miss my drops for the day. Nick Punto. And we'll go ahead and sell that one too. Looks like I'm already trying to sell a Punto for way too much. All right, let's keep going. Matt Olson. Boy, Matt Olson, part of the Jeff Bagwell mission. That's our first Olson, at least that one. Tom Burns, let's go. We'll throw that out there at 42 if you like it. Let's keep going. Mitchell Page. Ooh, that one's selling pretty well right now. That's a 77. Part of the IS4 pack. If you'd like to get that, I will send it your way for 242. Keep going here. Go. All right. Come on. Benji Gill. And Jason Bergman. Oh, I do have that one. Okay. And Benji Gill. We'll go ahead and sell that too. Oh boy, we are getting skunked. Bob Miller, at least. That Miller is okay. Going for in the 70s. Can we get a gold, please? I want to call your shot for our friends here. That's all I would need. Oh, you know, maybe I need to put in the streamer hack code. Did I not update the firmware for the streamer luck? Not working. Let me do something real quick. So what we need to do is this. If you're a streamer, this is how you do it. You go left, right, left, right. Wait, hold on. I did it wrong. Up, up, down, down, left, right, left, right. Box score, replay, start. There it is. Okay, good. All right. Call your shot. Call your shot on the gold. Call your shot. Everybody in chat, you tell me what you think that card is going to be. If you are right, you're going to get a 10-pack. If you are right, we're going to give you a 10-pack. You like how I played that off like I completely expected it to be a gold card there? Brian Roberts, we got a Trey Turner. We got more Turner. Pete Alonso, Gunnar Henderson, Bo Jackson from Blutster. Good to see you, Blutz. Any other guesses? And let's see, after this, let's see, I think we're really close to being over. Yeah, 96%. TJ Friedel, Devers. All right, let's see what we got. Brian Reynolds. Actually a good card to have, the young and old mission. Going for a lot. Look at that. I'll put it out there for a lot. I'll play Gougy. Somebody wants to play. Oh, Brian Reynolds. There you go, Cap. Way to go. Good guess. Boy. Okay. Well, I already got this card, so I'll play ball. I'll go with a little 5,089er if anybody wants to play. Yeah, if that actually goes, I don't think it will. All right. Well, we got it. There was your call your shot. Ah, there you go. It got auto-corrected to Brian Roberts. It's so weird. That's so weird that it would misspell your first name and everything, too. That is so odd. That is so odd. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see how much more time we got here on the drop, and it looks like 98%. I will tell you the last time I was last week on a stream that shall remain nameless, but I was on the Out of the Park Developments stream getting drops, and I finished at 99%. Oh, kills me every time. All right. Let's see. Are we going to pop it? Are we going to get where it's still at 98%? Tell you what, share stream very quickly. share a stream very quickly. I'll be back in 2. I got to go for a bio break anyways. So just enjoy the scenery here. The scenery right here. Take your time, you say. You guys, you're just here for my drops. Stay with me. It'd probably be copyright infringement if I actually sung that. Final drops have come in. Final drops have come in. There we go. All right. So, I am now opening the tab to my good friend AZ Axel. I don't know if it will shout out. I don't think shout outs work here. That's okay. But AZ Axel can keep. Now you can't get the unfortunately the main drops here, the mothership drops. But I highly recommend watching if you'd like to get more drops today, your affiliate drops, if you haven't already done so, AZ Axel. Let me show you very quickly all of our affiliates. Oh, I could talk about ants. Let's talk about ants, baby. Just them and me. Let's talk about ants. Here's a list of all of our fantastic affiliate streamers. Yours truly, Dr. Dynastic, AVC and NYC2, Warbot TBD, Cavacom, Bull League, Laptop Hound, Nersha Banco. Nersha, I think, was first in chat. Hello, Nersha. Ezra Denny, FK and Kamish LB, Ukraine Kazami, AZ Axel, I Rock This, PBE Sim, Tetsuiji, and Spore, who just raided into us. Spore, thank you for sending your community over to us. Super appreciate it. Yeah, if you're okay, let's do this. I apologize because the close-up shot is going to have my branding on it. But I think in the name of ants, we can totally do this. Go ahead and show you the ants. Show me the ants. Are you ready for Ant Legion? There are the ants, and look at that tunnel. Is Warbot not as an affiliate? I thought Warbot was a drop stream. No? Is that incorrect? Look at those ants, guys. So over on my stream, Dr. Dynastic, guys, those of you who played Ant Legion, thank you so much. You are going to have ants named after you. We got a lot of stuff going on here. Okay, gotcha. Thank you, IBDB. Thank you. Look at those beautiful, beautiful ants. Lots going on here. In fact, I see some ants kind of carrying each other. I don't know what that deal is, or hopefully they're okay. Maybe I could awkwardly tell you some things about ants to get you your final drops. Would you like to learn? Is this going to be an educational? Go get them to the healing pool. I love it. Let me tell you about ants. Did you know that? Do ants take baths? Yes, they do. They're very clean. You can watch them closely. You'll see the ants rubbing their faces with their legs. They're cleaning themselves when they do that. Another thing you may not know about ants. Ants can communicate primarily through their sense of smell. They emit chemical signals called pheromones, which communicate specific information to other ants. The ants will pick up on the chemicals with their antenna, which will tell them where the signal is coming from and how strong it is. Some ants can also communicate using sound by rubbing certain parts of their bodies together, much like a cricket creates noises with its legs. Wow, the more you know, you're getting some great ant content there. According to Ant Legion, they can live 28 days in water. Well, I remember that, actually. I remember that being a trivia question. Guys, so we want to say thank you to the ants for hanging out. And we'll be naming those ants tomorrow on my stream. That is Dr. Dynastic. http:// twitch.tv/Dr. Dynastic. Did I buy the answer? I catch them in the wild. 27 McCalhoun. I hope I got that right. We got them through what do you call it? What's the ant farm called? The Genuine Ant Farm brand. What is this called? I think it was like it's a name. By the way, fantastic job of stalling to get more drops. That's what I do with TJ. Tell me more about this thing that I am definitely not trying to stall and get more drops. And you do have to put food in there. You do have to put food in there. Drop food every once in a while. I dropped a little piece of melon in there. You can also put a grape or an unsalted cracker. Uncle Milton's, that's what it is. So I bought the ant farm, and then you order the ants online. They send like a file of ants to you. It comes in the mail. You drop them in, and that's it. So what are you doing for Thanksgiving, Doc? Captain Kegleg, wow. You're sinking to new lows. Actually, I think you're actually interested in asking that. In which case I will tell you, oops, that is the wrong in-game thing. That's okay. We'll just put it up there. We're staying here. I'm actually working, though. I'm actually working on Thanksgiving and Black Friday and the day after. I'm working that Saturday. Guys, I will be in Seattle for the Apple Cup. Do you know what the Apple Cup is? Anybody know what the Apple Cup is? So I will be working on Thanksgiving, but luckily it's okay because I work until about 11 a.m. in the morning. So I will get off of work and then I'll be off, and then I'll be able to come back home, watch hopefully the parade, watch some football, and be with family. Yes. Go Dogs. How about, can we get a go Cougs? Yeah. Washington versus Washington State. So I'll be there for the Apple Cup. So that'll be fun to watch because that may be the final time that Washington and Washington State play a meaningful game in college football. Very sad about what's happening in the Pac-12. Good for you. Captain Kegleg's taking Thursday through Sunday off. You enjoy that time off. I know you're busting your hump right now with everything, in your line of work. This time of year, it's very busy for you. So long, Cougs. Not sports broadcasting. Used to. Not used to. Or I used to, but today it's strictly, this time it's just other work reasons. Oh, okay, guys. Well, it looks like a bunch of you got your drops, so I think we're good. I hate to keep Laptop Hound waiting, so we're going to go ahead and raid into Laptop Hound, if that's okay with you. Go ahead and get that raid going. And guys, thank you. I apologize for starting at a different time. Normally I'm 4 to 6 p.m. ish. I will probably go into it more on my stream tomorrow. And that's my schedule tomorrow. I'll be on at noon Pacific. That's my stream. The affiliate stream will be on tomorrow at noon Pacific. I'll explain a little bit why I was late coming in today. it's all good, but just want to give you a little bit of background on what's going on. So we do have stuff going on in our life. So sometimes the baseball stuff has to take a back seat, but I want to make sure that everybody would be able to watch. And I also wanted to thank GT Sundown, who came up with this fantastic idea of a matchup for Monday Night Baseball. GT, thank you for coming up with that. We got the 1994 Montreal Expos and the 1990 Pittsburgh Pirates. The continuation of that series is tomorrow at noon Pacific over at my channel. That's Dr. Dynastic. Best of 3 series will continue that series tomorrow. All right, guys. For those of you who need your affiliate drops, I will see you over on the AZ Axel stream. And for those of you who already got your drops, well, join me and come on over. We're going to raid Laptop Pound for some fantastic hockey content. He's playing Franchise Hockey Manager 10, and he is doing the Black Aces NHL podcast. Guys, thanks so much. The raid has begun, and it looks like we got 369 souls ready to go. 370. Way to go, guys. We will see you next Monday for Monday Night Baseball. Love you guys. Mean it. And have a great night. We'll see you tomorrow.